Razor siren. There we go. Okay. I think I should have someone hear me now. Save. There we go. Okay. You're in my walls. My walls. My walls. Oh no. They're in my walls. Okay, hey, chat. Should we have the chat messages on the left or on the right side? The left side. Okay. Hold on. I'm still setting it up. The only reason I'm streaming right now is because work said they didn't need me, but my boss called me like not even 5 minutes ago. But he already said I could have the day off, so sucks to be him. I have the chat pop out. Pop out chat. There we go. Then I'll have OBS. Capture. Let's see, window capture. Yeah, there we go. I'm winding up a yarn for your birthday for a colleague. Wow. Hold on. Chat is not readable. Here, shoddy. I leave for college in a week. Wow. It's just, there is a white bar right there I'm not having fun with. I think this is good. Can I move it? Let no. Why do you? Chat's like really big now. Okay. Well, I'm glad people are having fun. Yeah, there's my pop out URL. Who cares? Okay, so we're playing Stanley Parable today. That's what's happening. Hope you enjoy. Glad people are here. Can y'all hear me? Ooh. Okay. Oh, wait. No. I haven't played Stanley Parable. Whoops. Oh, well. It's not like the game is Um, that bad. Enter the current time. It is 12 p.m. 12:26. It's totally 2 o'clock, guys. It's totally 5. Wow, look. Look at here. It's Inception. Begin the game. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the is never the hello. Wow. What was it? That sounds kind of boring. He was happy. Uh-oh. What would that be? What is it? Oh no. No, don't. I don't. Oh, what is. This is. Come on. Hello? They're all gone. A job? I do have a job. Where could... I love Monday. I hate Monday. Same. Hello? I like how he just cut himself off. That was... Where... Hold on. Wait. This man here has a pencil sharpener and a lamp. What else is he doing? Where is everything else? Did he take it all home? That's the only amenities the job gave him? Or the J*B gave him is a pencil sharpener and a lamp? Who farted? Okay. Well, seems that no one's here. Where could they have gone? What is surname act? Let me turn that off. You get turned off. Just make sure the company isn't wasting time. I don't. Thank you. I can open that one. Okay. Someone got fired. I don't like this. I know. Fine. I don't like this. You can't hear the narrator talking. Hold on. You can't hear the narrator talking. That's not okay. Video capture device. Properties. That, okay, not that. Media source. Not a local file. Yeah, I just hear you and the clickety-clack of my mouse. How about... Do you hear... It's making a clicking sound whenever I go over one of the buttons. Are you able to hear it? Like in game, it's doing that. No? Hold on. Okay. Let me try and figure this out. Are you able to hear everything now? I set it to default. You should be hearing clicking. No. Source. This is not working. Everything is active. Monitor only. Monitor and output. Okay, how about now? How about now? Yeah, you can. You can hear the. Yeah. Okay. We're good. Resume the game. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip friends. Meeting room. This looks like my freaking handwriting, except way better. Rate of increase. Please, no more charts. I'm begging you. The boss appreciation minute. I don't like my boss. Not really. Solving interpersonal conflict. Why did we hire you? And right now you're both of Hey, can I turn that off? Awarded for getting. No, seriously, you can't jump. Okay, out of this room. The broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But the broom closet. Okay.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Fine,
no
mister.
reason to still be here.
Hey, jeez.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Mr. Boss. No. Mr. Boss. Mr. Boss. Man. Is he in the Mr. Boss? Extreme bathrooms. That mirror is very dirty. I like all the wood. I wish my room looked like this. Hello? Monsieur Boss? No? That's locked. Very plush chair. A window into the blinding void. This seems like the typical boss's room. And my boss isn't here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Where'd he go?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Maybe it's a
What dark
birthday.
secret was being held from him?
Big birthday party.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't know what it is.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Listen, okay? Mr. Man up there who I can't see. I'm trying to be a little...
2845.
Fine.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Huh. I don't remember this part of the job interview. Am I gonna get my time off I requested?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
This ain't no union job.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Now remember, we can play this game multiple times. Okay, I'll do what the narrator wants first.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, camera. Coffee. Lamp. Employee observation protocol. I can't read that. That's too tiny. Employee observation protocol. Employee observation. Okay. Fine.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
474. Which one was that? 474, right? Watching me. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yes.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Yes.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't know about that one.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
No.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Where'd the lights go?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Come on.
No longer would
I can
anyone
see
tell
outside.
him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Come on.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Come on. Let me go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Yes.
The feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
We did it. We're happy. Well.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yes.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Huh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Do not lie if you are lying right now. Stop. Wow. $6,000. Oh man. I don't think I can pay that back.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah.
I'm not your enemy, really,
No,
I'm
you
not.
are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you, or... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Fine.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Okay. Red
Oh,
door.
thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Oh,
Do you see
screw
that I
off.
really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Sure.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
It's right there. Whatever. Let's have our mental stimulation for the day. Ooh. Can I fall off? No, I can't. I really want to go through that door.
No, wait. Where are you going?
We don't want to be.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Cool. This is what an iPad kid sees when he sees an iPad.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Okay, so what if I go back? Fine, we'll go back to the stimulation. I saw something. Wait, what's that? It's a drawing of an iPad kid.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
This is really boring. Oh, great. iPad kid drawing. That's right. iPad kid drawing. I feel like I didn't know they could do that. I feel like I'm talking to a 3-year-old or something. Yes, that is an iPad kid drawing. Can we move on? I know that there's colors on it, okay? We need to move on now. Let's go back to the safe room. The stimulation safe room, right? Yay! this, okay? Oh. I'm done. Nope, no more.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
But pretty colors. I understand there's pretty colors, but we gotta, here, we'll look at the iPad kid one more time. Look, that's him right there. Okay. That looks nasty.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
He doesn't realize the end goal I have is beyond his comprehension. I want to die. You want to eat them? No, they're not nerds, okay? You can't eat the lights. That's just...
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
It's right there. I just need to press W one more time. I need to press W one more time. Just one more time. Jump. Okay.
No! Oh, thank God you lived.
I lived.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Fine, we're in the room now.
There. See? This is what you want.
No.
This is where we can both be happy. We really can.
This isn't
If we
making
stop
me happy.
moving, we just have to stop moving.
There's a French coin on my desk. I forgot. Nerd cluster room. That's right. We're gonna eat all this. But I don't want to be here. There's the door. Do I have to? What if I just don't want to be here? Okay, guys, heads or tails? Heads or tails, guys? I'm gonna flip a coin, heads or tails. I know he said stop moving, but this is too boring. Jump! Okay, whatever you guess. I don't know. It's heads. The coin was heads. Okay, yeah, I agree. We're gonna jump.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
The iPad kid tells me to jump. The iPad kid tells me that you can't say heads now. I flipped the coin like a long time ago, and you, like, I don't care if there's latency and all that. Like, it's 11 seconds slow for you guys watching.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
How about nothing? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Whee!
Stanley? Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I'm
Yes,
seething
perhaps you
right
can.
now.
Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
All I see is a lot of colors and a lot of things happening at the same time. I don't know. Backwards. Jump backwards. Okay.
No, perhaps not.
Yeah. I'm going to be free. Climb the stairs. One last
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yeah.
You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Uh-huh.
Well, this one is yours.
Thank you. This is so slow. Why can't I run? Hold on. Field of view all the way up. Camera sensitivity, good. Controller languages, subtitles. Like that. A reticle. Yeah, dot. There. Reduce motion, low dexterity mode, auto walk, toggle auto walk. Or one-handed walking. Controls. Oh, it's E to interact. Okay. But no sprint. Fine. Okay. Whee!
Is it over?
Yay.
It's going to restart,
I
isn't
killed
it?
myself.
I'm
Yay.
going back.
Don't quote that. Oh. Now we're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the broom? Not yet. No. There's other stuff I need to...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay. I'm in the broom closet. I'm in the broom closet. It's a lot of exciting stuff in here, like the duct tape, and the wrench, and the pliers, and the air filter, and yarn, and Mr. Duster. He's a great guy, and Mr. Mop Bucket, and come on, like, you can't beat this. And like the shelf, such a good shelf. Just look at it. Just really look at the low poly details on this shelf. It's so good. So good, man. So good. And the hose on the ground. And cardboard. Cardboard. We can make so much stuff out of that cardboard. Because we got like stuff we can cut it with. And we can like poke holes in it. We can do a lot of things in here. We can like climb on top of this. You know, so many things. But, you know, this broom closet is kind of boring. Now that I think about it. Maybe we should go out of the broom closet. Maybe we should. Who knows? Okay, I'm in or out. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out. Goodbye, Mr. Broom Closet. Don't nuh-uh me. Going out of the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase,
Okay,
Stanley
now we're
walked
going
upstairs to his
downstairs.
boss's office.
Now we're going downstairs. This is upstairs. What is this? I don't know what that says. Don't say no. Can't fire Jose. Why are you firing Jose? What did he do? What did fire Jose? What? I feel bad for Jose. Goodbye, broom closet. A car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
No.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours,
Yeah.
he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Yes.
His boss would think he was crazy.
True.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
No.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
No.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No, we're not. No one's okay. He said the J word.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Enough with that.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
He looks
And in
normal.
that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fine. I'll go to the meeting room. Yeah, the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
is the
and Stanley
correct
knew
way
it
to the
perfectly
meeting
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
This is a
What a
beautiful
gorgeous, gorgeous room.
coffee right there.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Such a beautiful room. This is a very beautiful room. Ooh, an elevator.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
That looks like a toilet. You guys see it right. So like there's the part of the the toilet, and then there's the bowl, and then there's the tank, and that's where you sit. You sit right there. You guys got the guy, and he's like fighting for his life, and then you go.
Oh no, no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Another one, and another one. Let me in! Let me in!
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Toilet.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
60, 59, 58.
Now, let's see.
57,
We went down right,
56,
left, down,
55,
left, right.
54.
Yep. Okay, yes.
53.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh my gosh, that was less than a minute. Good job. Oh boy. Why is there a random truck right there? Can I kill myself?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
I'm not looking at.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Yay!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Goodbye, Mr. Narrator. I don't...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over. Completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Why are they all stacked like that in a row? I want to go... This is some backrooms type stuff, man. Roblox stores. Exactly. Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
That was an interesting sign.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. I'm
walking, Duncan. It's so hot. Yeah. Wait, why am I saying yeah? It's cloudy and overcast here, and it's like not even 70. That is still kind of hot for Washington.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I want to be here. Are you sure there's... Fine. Okay. Now this has changed, right? It's sunny there, yeah. I mean, you're a lot more south than I am.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
No.
The story. Here it comes.
Okay. This is...
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh boy.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
This is
I
the
can't
story.
quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
No.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I did it!
I know you put in a lot of
I
hard
did
work,
it.
and it really paid off.
did
So,
it. I won.
good job.
I won!
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that
Yes,
win.
I did.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
This is one of the situations.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Why?
I don't care what might happen this time. I have
It's
to
a Victor
restart.
Robert. No.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
A line? Okay, yeah. So we got the line here. And... No. We go this way. Okay, so that's the same. I see. Adventure line.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
It's
It's
a
over in this
trademark.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Exactly.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Music. peace and quiet. Oh my gosh. Okay, when I unpause this. I silenced it. No, now I feel bad. Okay, this is a little much. There. 27. Yeah, you can hear it now. Okay. Huh? 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 I was a little confused. Okay. I can't. Ooh, a desk. The 6th employee. Can I turn it on? Okay. The 36th employee. Who is calling me? Hold on, someone's calling me. Okay, that was a freaking butt dial someone just got me with. Okay, cool. Fine. I understand. Sitting on your phone. I don't want to... It's hanging, you know? It's scary. Okay, maybe I need to increase the music level now. Hold on. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Prepare your ears. Financial records. Where'd they go? I can barely hear myself speak. Okay, 46. No, wait, the meaning of life. Meaning of life. There we go. If you know, you know. That's better. So many things.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I looked at the fern, okay. Someone clip that. Make sure we know what the fern looks like, okay? It's very important to the story.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Hold on. Can I go the norm?
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line?
No.
Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Yeah. Stupid line.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
But the line. But the line. Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Nuking
Whatever it might be,
China.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Nuking China. How about that? No. I'm gonna go this way. Can I go back? Is it an infinite loop? No, it's not gonna. Okay. Let me go back. I wanna go on that story. The line. Hold on. Yeah, isn't there a way to get out this window? I'm gonna go back in my office. What time is it? It's 1:34. It's not almost 10 o'clock. Fine. Go this way. Still can't jump. Okay, so I got an achievement for it. So it says jump. It says jump. I want to jump. I want to jump, man. But now I'm making me jump.
Oh, no, not you again.
The line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines or monitor rooms.
I agree.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Why is it trademark? Oh, bye, Mr. Line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
19 hours? Six restart. Okay. That door open. That door literally goes to the same room. The line wants us back in the broom closet. Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Yes.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
Escape.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
But hello.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
Wow.
Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes, it is correct.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Michael, don't leave me here, Michael, help me. Okay, so we got boxes on the way, like 1,000 of them or something. Input receipt. Okay. I'll leave that alone. Okay. Broom or the new content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
it seems. Wow. New content! No. But new content!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh boy. I can't wait to see it.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay, we don't have the broom closet, but we have the elevator, though.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
We're doing it. We're getting the new content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
What do we got? Oh.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I did it. I jumped.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What? Oh.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
More.
Very good. Yes.
More new
I knew
content.
there had to be something else. Let's see it.
That's a nice chair.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them
It's not called
personally
Twitter
accountable.
anymore.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Okay, but what is
No
it about?
frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
But
What do you say, friend?
no. Oh. This isn't my... Oh, this is mine. This isn't the office. Yeah, that's true. It's just one letter. The amount of times he has lobotomized Grok is impressive.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
The vent! I see something. Hold on. I need to know. Oh. That's a lot of cigarettes. Fine, we'll go into, what's that? Summit? Sunset? Whatever. That's not important. I'm gonna vent. Wrench. Okay. Cigarettes when I don't eat your sketty.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
That's true.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
In your pocket.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Am I in a church with cheap office chairs? Outside? Outside, guys. We're gonna touch grass.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Yeah.
Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
I did.
Back then, video games had integrity.
That's true.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
When the Stanley Parable was released. What is this? A Steam store page. What is this? The collector's edition. An audience award. A man with a mask. We're gonna touch. We did it. We went outside and we did it. There's all that. 2013. Our first kiss, my first car, and the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Wow. The original remake. Interesting. $1. Is that a real US dollar we can steal? Okay, there's smile because it happened. That's kind of corporate of you. Don't play for 5 years. Go outside. It is impossible to get that achievement. New video game. And we died. Mr. Krabs' first dollar. No, I want to sit on the bed.
Suis dans la mémorisation, c'est sur la prière.
French. Peace and quiet. No French girl speaking.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the
The French hating.
Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game
handle.
ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them,
Persona 3,
and now
Skyrim.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Not really an hour of new elevator content, but... Oh. Are there any child drawings back down here? No? Oh. No children drawings. Where's an iPad kid drawing? Where is it? Can I? Still can't jump. Person of the year, Stanley. I'm finally awake. Wow, it's the doors. It's a very sexy car. That's a very sexy car. I want that car. I want that car right there. Except make it navy blue with white racing stripes. Wow. End is the end is never the.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay, you've had enough time to read all of it. And don't complain if you didn't read all of it. The serious room. I wanna go to the serious room. Look, man, this museum, the memory museum, is great and all, but
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
cold drinks. cold drinks. Oh.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Let me go
I
back.
can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Steam reviews. Steam reviews. Steam reviews. This isn't a box of Steam. It's fragile though. Fragile like my ego. Oh no. See, that's a good one. There's a good one right there.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Fragile. It's the delivery van. Hi, Mr. Delivery Van. You're back. And it's a forklift, but I can't drive it. I'm not forklift certified. Those are bad reviews. That's probably a bad review. All of those are bad reviews. But where's a good review? I want to see one more. That's a good review. There's a good one right there. But
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
so it's not unimpeachable.
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
These are people on the
Perhaps
internet.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
But they're people on the interwebs. They don't care.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Skip
Well,
button.
well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Anything for the customer. This bill. I don't want to go inside the room. I don't. Okay. I got ventilation, but there's no cold drinks.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Okay.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely.
I don't know about
or
that.
perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Oh my gosh. He stopped. Can I leave? Okay. Plan. Fire alarm. Okay.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
Huh?
You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
That's where this body soap went. Men's Natural Soap. Dark Side Scrub. Heavy Grit. It's funny because it shows Darth Vader on this, and it says sand with heavy grit sand. Please tell me someone got that joke. That'd be great. So, how's everyone's day? He's still finding the door. The D-O-R-E. Let me open my window, hold on. It's windy outside. But okay, I think it's time. It's a very tantalizing button.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with.
Oh, boo.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments...
Okay, by the way, if you guys don't know, you're being recorded right now, and it's going to be on YouTube. So if there's anything that you don't want to say, you don't want to be on the internet forever, so yeah, just so you know.
The emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I'm alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored. And already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next...
Shut up for 2 seconds. It's funny because both of you don't know where each other live. But I do.
Next time. What a terrible... Oh... Hello, it's you.
It's me.
You're here again. Welcome.
Yes, hi.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Really?
I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time,
but you
Stanley.
don't know where
Days,
Toasted Bagel
months.
lives.
I lost it all in a blur of the
It's been
deepest
told
longing
already,
to
and I
undo the
didn't know
past.
about it.
And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less.
Yeah, you also
see,
know
it
where I
was
live.
a
You live in the same
revelation
place
for
as
me.
I do.
It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened.
Huh. Can I leave? Shut up.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth.
Smoke detector died. Yeah, they ran out of batteries. I eated them.
The end is never the end, 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 is...
I hear something. Yay. I leave. No. Sunlight. Oh, but I can't go outside yet. The tree's back. And it brought friends. Well, the tree's not there anymore, but the tree had friends, and the friends of the tree decided to be like, we're gonna be here now. Well, hold on. It's too dark. V-Sync off. Damn, 545 frames per second. That's a lot. I don't like the noise. Oh. And that was it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, I think that's gonna probably wrap it up for us. New content. But broom closet. I want to go to the broom closet. Okay. To the broom closet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wow, door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Wait. Broom closet.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Done. Go past that.
When Stanley
This
came to a set of
side.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And we go past here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What? Broom closet. Oh, man.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, I guess we gotta tell boss that the broom closet's gone.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
No. You took away my broom closet.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I want to die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
This is a long hallway. Like, if you
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Like, imagine having to put plumbing and water lines through every part of this.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Yeah.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Why'd the
killing
narrator
him
change?
instantly.
Where'd he go? A woman? Gross. A woman? Ew. Girls have cooties. A woman! My eyes!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Yes, we know.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
No.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What's this? Nature paintings. Okay, so like there's my office, right? And then we go here. My computer. The office layout. Wow. There's the other part. And then there's here. I can't see. We both wear glasses. Except I don't have mine on right now. Because I'm close enough to my monitor. The office? Oh, these don't have signs. Miss Woman Lady making man an assumption. Computer. Installation. They're installing a game? Sorry. They're playing solitaire instead of working? They're doing something important? Credits. Okay. I was gonna play Megalovania. This is too office clock. This is too not. This is too simplistic for Megalovania.
It's the kind you pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just...
Freedom ending. Button. There are sounds. I hear them, but I can't see them. There we go. Never mind. I saw the sounds. That looks just like Portal. Oh my gosh. Okay. I never got that one. Wow. Why can't I run? Telephone. Oh no. Let me just... Oh man. Oh, it just restarted itself. Okay. Warzone. I wanted to do that. Can I leave now? I don't want to be here. Okay, Mr. Narrator.
The most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Stanley walked over the bridge. Stanley stood on the roof.
Well, that's where the narrator went. Oh, here's the exit. I'm free.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how
No,
much they need
I
one
can't.
another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I need my glasses to see better.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Okay.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Okay. To the 6 people that are watching, I think we're gonna be done here. It's been 2 hours and 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes. So, I think I'm done. I'm back in the building again. Oh, it's been 7 years. 7 years. Okay. Yeah, we're done. Bye-bye. Alright. And thank you everyone for being here. We're done. Bye-bye.